Skole ngambulo luku. With whatever we do. Jioni safu nola. With whatever we do. Hale yidamunyu skula. Nyepamnene kudlukula. Nyepangiragala gena. Nyepamnene kudlukula. Ibuloke nongoto nibeti sola. Ibuloke ndato nibetoto.
Bege Congo.
Lamin.
Na.
Lamin te jibe norin te nyame Lamin.
Kama na wulo kono.
Wulo kono nyinta mo Lamin.
Pa bilenki.
Muna ngata afamole.
Haina.
Ngata. Ngoto le. Fabrama.
Mingi. Baba nyola.
No ngoto le Fabrama.
Na mu jumala kan kuma ni ten.
Fabrama.
Jumala mu.
Ndele bare muso.
Nunda mana.
Kata.
Jamani mbere.
Alindo ko.
Jamani.
Bari ngoto man kontande.
Bari jamani fana na ramu man kontan.
Ngoto minaka ngalamin je fon filitala. Lamin jibe nori nyala.
Lamin ile sira sama na benki. Yala so tol sayni no ko ngol ko momo.
Ngoto.
Nam.
Iterinte yalo ne Lamin hakilo diata bake karamngoto. Anu santeng ministry ko di ngole si suko na amanke ko do holiday
si bitun
bagona ringa
ala ni ko kede namo balo
ala ni na ko na karta bulo be dam ala ni je
ngoto
nam
ngoto mon kontan fere
jamani mu ne keda
ifika Lamin ki wulo ko no nyintay mon ko do fete malo Lamin nyande sila la be la moy kala karam
jamani karam mo be soron ne ko fasita wulo ko nako
baba
karam wol ma soron ni ko karam wol soron da amanke comme holiday lem ngoto dindi ngo nyanta sila la ala karango la moy yamen kamen fue man kontan andamande
alla nyin kombo courant adanda la kombo len do la jankara mol soron do kamen courant ma do la kombo e ko ndol fanena kara mol soron je kara mol soron Lamin ada lo nyino la man tara fe na sokon ala mu nekela
Lamin ite foyde malon ko lesinol be ke kar radio to
nga fine
e ko nyadi mo Lamin
nga fine
ya mu na fonye
bi kabin mina kan ntambita nteri maning Fatu ndambite la sukala ala dinngol bebe siri be la moyka
faru dan so am fana tambira jele ni subala la ngaje dinngol be jet talanta nen kili warol e be serin jelet
sa Lamin farante ku kili wo ke no la ba Lamin bita ka wulo ko no nyin tay mo Lamin
amandara fenela
ite dine ko ni man si yakaru la suno la moy radio to e balon na
mu ne ka ke afonde ba ñaara ni alon
telentel jikot
afonde ba mu ne be ke
ite balon tel be cikritel ni man karam be ku kele yaaje nata karana mbasa mala ya e tarije
par ñarande kombo courant ho findira kombo ide na rajede ni sonka bay ko Lamin ma ñata la wulo ko karam mo be so da fane membe
ko to wole nati bawo ngalde ni Lamin kuntala kombo courant e ka fa me kombo courant asototal wala kinay ko e sisu kono bari ni ko e sisu kono be karangol dike la radio lin telel to hani tele masoto to nyaay man tele soto la bongo bar radio be bulen koto batiri sanga ay si ay alamo
sa do kala nyaadi
ko ta o bulaji
ado kala nyaadi
kamun ke nyaadi
radio abe wala mola be mona falaje
ibe la karandirol kala jele
ti talle be radio ko men ka karandirol
ile subject ro baby jele baby jele
wala nanga coco moy fa dan so wala ngombe tambi kana ngadi ni wolde be ikadum bungo ko kana
ma asototal de
Lamin mala be kara wala de
bari laftalal idealon ko inde every year second wala fourth
muna ni ko di ha ko ko folle sinila mba ndele sinilo na ba
mbasa mba foke en koto wole fango yen wulindi yalo famo keta bat yin fana bulata ko meyen nati jambi Lamin nyanta karana ndel be jiko be nyineka ya bulay kara wulo kana ta kilar ya bambalo yo be bulaje koto dinni ngoy si ayala le sino la moy radio
wara ka munda kara mo man soro Lamin nyanta kara si so na radio
la sila le ayala le sino
ndal ko 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 smolo
kilar ya
be ngala ko momo sa mi do ni ko roka
mengi bruzo
ndal ko ro la ba rosa no radio ba no bari woro radio ni abe jele ba do ngamra do man dembe buljan dala nyara nyar wo ko fendi mo la Lamin tayra ba rosa
bara te ku folo ajibe nori nya Lamin tamete ku
teku
bari ko do famo ke
ja image nañu ñambol si zol le keje kisigi man si zol no le kafun ka ñoma bari ñambu kino ni mañana ka finde ni nambe ko zol la ga
ngalle limbeta de be ñambo do dilanna
ñara nim ko ridin fennat ñara nata
bari famo ke da
ngata bungono tambi bungono ñara ngandu ko fele ko ke baru nganda ni pelo la ndija
iyo awa
la bungono bismillah bisu diara
pendulala yefungo tanka sina dolu tanka koro ta
Hello viewers and listeners. I am your presenter Moduso. The previous presenters made an assignment, gave you an assignment, which we are going to look at the corrections. The assignment was complete this table, the present tense, the past tense, the past participle, and now let's look at the corrections. That is the corrections. The present tense of look is looked, the past tense is looked, and the past participle is looked. The present tense of come, the word come, the past tense is came, the past participle is come. Go, the past tense is went, the past participle is gone. Help is helped, and the past participle is helped. Understand is understood, and the past participle is understood. Recognize, recognized, and the past participle is recognized. Identify, identified, and the past participle is identified. Play, played, and the past participle is played. Tell, the past tense is told, and the past participle is also told. Break, the past tense is broke, and the past participle is broken. Send, the past tense is sent, and the past participle is also sent. Thank you very much. That was the correction for the assignment on the previous topic, that was irregular verbs. Today, we are going to discuss about another part of speech, which is adverb. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word which modifies a verb, an adjective, and another verb in a sentence. In other words, adverb adds more meaning to a verb, an adjective, and another verb in a sentence. Examples: Omar writes neatly. So the adverb there is neatly. It is telling us how Omar writes. Example 2, Fatu sings melodiously. The word melodiously is telling us how Fatu sings. Number 3, I went to work yesterday. Yesterday is an adverb telling us when the person went to work. Number 4, my grandmother wakes up early. Early is telling us when my grandmother wakes up. Number 5, he did very well in the exam. Well is telling us how he did in the exam. Let's look at how does an adverb modifies a verb. An adverb modifies a verb when it adds more meaning to the verb. Examples: number 1, the young boy always dresses smartly. Dresses is the verb there, and smartly is telling us how the young boy dresses, meaning the adverb is telling us how the dresses is, meaning it is adding more meaning to the verb. Number 2, the singer sings beautifully. Beautifully is an adverb telling us how the singer sings. So therefore the verb there is sings, and beautifully is the adverb telling us or adding more meaning to the verb sing. Number 3, the teacher writes neatly on the board. The verb there is write, and neatly is the adverb telling us how the teacher writes, meaning adding more meaning to the verb. Okay. Let's look at how does an adverb modifies an adjective. Earlier on in our definition, we said an adverb can modify a verb, an adjective, and also another adverb in a sentence. We have looked at how an adverb modifies a verb, and now we are looking at how an adverb modifies an adjective. An adverb modifies an adjective when it adds meaning to the adjectives, just like it does to the verb. Let's look at the following examples. Example 1. The game between the boys and the girls was very exciting. Very is the adverb there, modifying the adjective exciting. Example 2. The lesson on regular verbs was very well understood. Well is the adverb there, modifying the adjective understood. Number 3. I was extremely happy when I received my result. The adverb there is extremely, and the adjective that it is modifying is happy. Sentence 4. The writing on the board was not very legible. The adverb there is very, and the adjective there is legible. Number 5. Omar was very jealous of my achievement. Very is the adverb there, and jealous is the adjective that it is modifying. Now, let's look at how does an adverb modifies another adverb, meaning adverb modifying another adverb. An adverb modifies another adverb when it adds additional meaning to the adverb, just like the previous one, when it adds more meaning to that particular adverb. So now it is adverb modifying adverb. Example 1. The teacher treated the lesson very thoroughly. Very there is an adverb modifying also another adverb, thoroughly. Number 2. I missed him since last Monday evening. Monday there, though it is a noun, but in this case is acting as an adverb and is modifying another adverb, evening. Number 3. The angry man very nearly killed his donkey. Very is the adverb there, and nearly is also another adverb. So which means very is modifying another adverb, nearly, in this sentence. Sentence 4. Buba did extremely well in the last assessment. Extremely is an adverb modifying another adverb, well. Number 5. They played very well. Very there is an adverb modifying another adverb, well. After knowing how an adverb modifies a verb and how an adverb modifies an adjective, and also how an adverb modifies another verb in a sentence, now we are going to look at the type of adverbs. There are many types of adverb, and they are adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of reason, adverb of frequency, and adverb of duration. We are going to look at this adverb one after the other. First, we begin with the adverb of manner. Adverb of manner indicate the manner in which something has been said or has been done. An adverb of manner answers the question, how? Examples. Number 1, the team played well. So the question is, how did the team play? Well is an adverb of manner telling us how the team played. Number 2, He dresses shabbily. Shabbily is an adverb telling us how he dresses. Number 3. Fatu entered the room quietly. Quietly there is an adverb telling us how Fatu entered the room. Could have entered the room noisily, but she entered the room quietly. Number 4. The teacher explains comprehensively. Meaning, how did the teacher explain? Comprehensively is an adverb of manner telling us the manner in which the teacher explains. Example 5. The question was answered accurately. Now, accurately here is an adverb telling us how the question was answered. That is the adverb of manner, and we look at the adverb of time. An adverb of time tells us when something has happened. Adverb of time also answers the question when something happened. When an action happens, the time that it happens. So it answers the question when. Let's look at the following example. Example number 1. I left home in the morning. So the question will come as when, so which means in the morning is telling us the time that I left home. I could have left in the afternoon or in the evening. It says in the morning is telling us the time exactly. So example 2, he will come very soon. He will come. Very soon there is an adverb of time, or soon is an adverb of time telling us when will he come. Number 3, she was born in 1981. 1981 is telling us when was she born. Number 4, he traveled to Italy since last year. Since last year, it is telling us when did he travel to Italy. Number 5, we reach home before midday. We reach home before midday. When did we reach home? Before midday. So you can see before is there as an adverb of time, just like in number 4, since as an adverb of time. Then in number 3, 1981 as an adverb of time, soon in number 2, and in the morning in number 1. So that is about adverb of time. Now we look at an adverb of place. An adverb of place tells us where an event has taken place. In other words, it tells us where something happened or an action happened. An adverb of place answers the question where. Example. Number 1 says, my uncle lives in Kiang. So Kiang is the place where my uncle lives. So the question would have been, where does my uncle live? So Kiang West will answer the question, where does my uncle live? Number 2, the students are playing in the field. The students are playing in the field. The adverb of place there is the field. That is the place where the students are playing. For example, where are the students playing? The students are playing in the field. So the field is an adverb of place telling us where the students are playing. Number 3, I was sent to the staff room. Number 3, I was sent to the staff room. Staff room is the place where I was sent. So the question will be, where was I sent? To the staff room. So that is the place. That is an adverb of place, staff room. Number 4 says, he was seen leaning at the corner of the class. Here we have 2 places in this number. First, we have corner as a place, and second, we have class also as a place. The adverb of place here is corner and class, which means where was he leaning. Number 5, my father worked at the office of the president. So the place where my father works is the office of the president. So that answers the question, where does my father work? Another adverb, which is an adverb of reason. An adverb of reason tells us why something has happened. An adverb of reason also answers the question, why? Why does something happen? When an action happens, what is the reason of the action happening? Examples 1. The minister was sacked because of corruption. So the reason why the minister was sacked is because of corruption. So the question might come like this: why was the minister sacked? Then the answer will be because of corruption. Number 2, she went to the clinic because she wanted to check her body temperature. Now, because she wanted to check her body temperature, the word because there tells us the reason because why she went to the clinic, because she wanted to check her body temperature. Why did she go to the clinic? And then the answer will be because she wanted to check her body temperature. Number 3, I am eating because I am hungry. The reason why I'm eating is because I'm hungry. So the adverb there of reason is because. Number 4, Fatu is not happy because she failed the test. The reason why Fatu is not happy is because she failed the test. Number 5, we saw her crying because she was hurt. The reason why she was crying because she was hurt. Remember, the adverb of reason tells us why something happened. We go to another types of adverb, which is an adverb of frequency. This type of adverb tells us how often something happens. Adverb of frequency tells us how often something happens. An adverb of frequency answers the question, how often. For example, she rarely takes bath every morning. This is telling us the frequency in which she takes bath. Meaning, how often does she take bath? Meaning, she rarely takes bath in the morning. We learn English every day. The word every day there tells us how often we learn English. He seldom visits his uncle. The word seldom there is an adverb of frequency telling us how often he visits his uncle. Number 4 says, I always dress in white attire. The word always there is an adverb of frequency telling us how often I dress in white attire. Number 5 says, I keep fast once in a year. So the frequency there is once, and meaning how often do I keep fast. Another adverb is an adverb of duration. An adverb of duration tells us how long something or an event has lasted. The adverb of duration answers the question, how long. Example. Number 1. Jawara ruled the Gambia for 30 years. The question how long was Jawara ruled? Jawara ruled for 30 years. Number 2, he spent 10 years in jail. How long did he spend in jail? 10 years. Number 3, President Jammeh ruled the Gambia for 22 years. 22 years is how long that President Jammeh ruled the Gambia. Number 4, my uncle taught for 15 years. 15 years is telling us how long my uncle taught. Number 5, I have been waiting since morning. Since is telling us how long I have been waiting. Let's look at an adverb of purpose. An adverb of purpose tells us the purpose in which something has happened. Very similar to reason. Something happens, the purpose of it happening, we call that an adverb of purpose. An adverb of purpose also answers the question, for what purpose? For example, I need a car. For what purpose? I need to travel far, for example. Example 1, I slapped her so as to make her angry. So this answers the question, for what purpose? You slap her for what purpose? Then the answer will be so as to make her angry. Number 2, she came to seek help. She came to seek help. For what purpose did she came? To seek help. Number 3, I studied hard. For what purpose? To pass my exam. I studied hard to pass my exam. We look at another type of adverb, which is an adverb of comparison. An adverb of comparison compares two or more things of the same kind by using words as, like, than, etc. Example, the military commander is as tall as mahogany tree. The military commander is as tall as a mahogany tree. Number 2, the boy behaved well like his father. So in number 1, the comparison there is as tall as. The military commander is compared to a mahogany tree, while in number 2, the boy's behavior is compared to that of his father. So number 3, Peter is more careful than his friend Paul. More is an adverb of comparison there, comparing Peter and Paul. Number 4, you are as fat as your sister. Here, you are compared as your sister. So as fat as your sister is compared to you. Number 5 says, Fatu is smarter than Aisha. Dan is comparing Fatu and Aisha. Fatu is smarter than Aisha. So Dan is comparing Fatu and Aisha. Now the summary of what we have learned. Remember, an adverb is a word which modifies a verb, an adjective, and another verb in a sentence. An adverb modifies a verb when it adds more meaning to the verb. An adverb modifies an adjective when it adds to the meaning of the adjective. An adverb modifies another adverb when it adds additional meaning to the adverb. Let's look at the class exercise. Underline the adverb in the following sentences. Number 1, my mother taught for 15 years. Number 2, I have been waiting since morning. Number 3, my uncle worked in the military for 15 years. Number 4, I have been waiting since morning. Number 5, the students are playing in the field. Number 6, I was sent to the market. Number 7, he was seen leaning at the corner of the class. Number 8, the team played very well. Number 9, the young boy dresses poorly. Number 10, Fatu entered the room quietly. Now let's compare your answers with this. Let's look at the corrections. Number 1, my mother taught for 15 years. For 15 years is an adverb. Number 2, I have been waiting since morning. So since morning there is an adverb. Number 3, my uncle worked in the military for 19 years. For 19 years is the adverb there. Number 4, I have been waiting since morning. Number 5, since morning there is the adverb. Number 5, the students are playing in the field. In the field is the adverb there. Number 6, I was sent to the market. To the market is the adverb there. The market is the place. The field, since for 19 years. Since morning, 15 years. Number 7 says at the corner of the class. That's the place that she was leaning. Number 8 says very well. That's how they played. Number 9 says the young boys dressed poorly. Poorly is how the young boy dressed. And number 10, quietly is how Fatu entered the room. So I go back to the correction again. 15 years for number 1. Since for number 2, since morning. For 19 years for number 3. Since morning for number 4. In the field for number 5. To the market for number 6. At the corner of the class for number 7. Very well for number 8. Poorly for number 9. And quietly for number 10. Another class work, identify the type of adverb used in each sentence. Number 1, my mother taught for 15 years. Number 2, I have been waiting since morning. Number 3, my uncle worked in the military for 19 years. Number 4, I have been waiting since morning. Number 5, they are playing in the field. Number 6, I was sent to the market. Number 7, she was seen leaning at the corner of the class. Number 8, the team played very well. Number 9, the young boy dresses poorly. Number 10, he entered the room quietly. So if you look at the underlined adverbs are for 15 years, since morning. For 19 years, since morning, in the field, to the market, at the corner of the class, very well, poorly, and quietly. Now let's look at the corrections. For 15 years is an adverb of duration. It's telling us how long that my mother taught. Number 2, since morning is a duration. It's telling us how long have I been waiting. Number 3, for 19 years is an adverb of duration again, telling us how long my uncle worked in the military. Number 4, since morning is an adverb of time, is telling us the time that the person wait. And number 5, the students in the field is an adverb of place, telling us where the students are playing. The students are playing in the field is an adverb. In the field is an adverb of place, telling us where the students were playing. I was sent to the market. To the market is an adverb of place, telling us where I was sent to. Number 7, he was seen leaning at the corner of the class, an adverb of place. Number 8, the team played very well, an adverb of manner, very well. Number 9, the boy dresses poorly, poorly, an adverb of manner, telling us how the boy dresses. Number 10, Fatu entered the room quietly, quietly telling us an adverb of manner telling us how Fatu entered the room. Now, take this assignment as you go. Identify the adverb in each sentence. Number 1, I was not fine. Number 2, he writes clearly. Number 3, last week I went to MoBSE. Number 4, I will see you tomorrow. Number 5, he was in prison for 10 years. Number 6, we are going to school. Number 7, he is as clever as a rabbit. Number 8, she is as beautiful as an angel. Number 9, I called twice. And number 10, we slept in the same bed. Well, this is what we have for you. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay at home, follow your lesson, do your assignment. I thank you very much.